From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the L.A. Chargers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, ram.
Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Chargers at 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 19-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there. They're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down, getting this this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, it's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive, and of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibbs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Gibbs powering his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he will slide down with a good gain. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll wind up giving this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Play action. It's Herbert. And his throw is incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. He kept it himself at 2nd down. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So part of it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Value three, value three.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw? Extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? I mean, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright.
Herbert has it knocked free. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
21.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Aleem McNeil able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Five. Count.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And some space here. Past the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Levin on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
81 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
2nd down and a yard. Off the option, here's Montgomery. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves them with a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Come on, come on. Hey! Hey, 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 let's go!
They'll run with Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
He'll get this to Eckler. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll start out here with the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Tanner Muse with it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now. Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now looks to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's to the 15. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, Brown. 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 Whoa.
Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert running left off the option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Now it's Herbert. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a play fake, and it's gone. It got his man complete. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. 50. It's gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Out of the gun. Goff. To the sideline and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Throwing on third. Goff. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Second and 14.
59. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Let's go.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. That is caught. He's got the first down and potentially a lot more. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Go.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressive cohesiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And shutting him off, now open field. He's still on his feet. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And quickly they get to the line. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got it. It's Spiller. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 42. A gain there of 21 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hey, ram.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Eckler again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from a yard out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Goff now to throw. Working him. Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. He'll get this to Eckler. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Herbert. Well, and that is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Go, man.
Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.